everybody. Thank you so much for coming back and seeing me and Desi. I missed you this week. I hope your week was better than mine because mine sucked. It was just one thing after another. And it really put some of my coping skills to the test. And that's what I want to talk about today. I was watching all these videos about 5 things you should stop doing once you hit 60, 7 things you should stop doing once you hit 65, and it just went on. And at the end, there was like 2,000 things I needed to stop right now because I'm 69. All right, well, here we are. I decided what I want to know is, what do I start doing? And then I thought back about how I'm so much happier and I'm calmer now. So why not just sit down and share 5, 6, 7 things you absolutely should start doing.
Desi, what do you want to do today? Do you want to go for a walk? Let's go for a walk. Are you ready? Do you have your raincoat? It might rain.
The first thing I wanted to share with you sounds really corny, but it does take a lot of work and dedication to perfect it. And it's taking something negative and turning it into a positive. And what do I mean by that? Well, okay, here's an example. My car is making a funny noise. So I feel terrible about it. And, if you don't have a lot of money, you worry about a car repair. It could be $1,000. I sound like a commercial, but it could be $1,000 or $2,000. And you think, oh, I don't need this right now in my life. You take the car to the garage and the guy comes out and he says, the repair is going to be right around $290. But if you hadn't brought your car in, that line could have broke and it could have killed you. So suddenly my worst day becomes one of my most blessed days. And everything that happens to us that has such a negative effect on us can be turned around with a little practice. In the old days, when I was a 30-year-old woman or 40, I had the luxury of pouting all day long. Well, today's a crappy day. Nothing goes my way. And then I bring in everything but the kitchen sink of how woe is me and how everything is going wrong. And maybe tomorrow, I don't have the luxury of being a negative person anymore. I'm going to be 70 years old. I want to enjoy every minute of my life. So with a little bit of work, you can turn the worst situation into something that just might be a blessing, something positive. And after a while, you won't even have to think about it. It just happens.
I never remember anniversaries of when my loved ones died, but for some reason I remembered that my grandfather died 59 years ago this Tuesday, and I was sad.
Being a senior citizen is a full-time job. I mean, you're going to doctors, for your ears, for your eyes, for your teeth, for your medical doctor, for blood pressure, blood sugar. You got the colon stuff going on. You got mammograms. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on that we have to keep on top of to keep us safe and healthy and vibrant. I don't know how many times I have said to myself, oh no, I'm not going to get my mammogram. I mean, they take the image and then they call me back and they scare the heck out of me. I don't want to go through that right now. I got too much on my plate. I got too much going on. I am not going to have my mammogram. No, because what happens is, yeah, you do have a lot on your plate, but there's never a good time to do something unpleasant. There's never a good time to do something that scares you. And that's what keeps us from having a lot of these tests done. I took 10 years between mammograms because they kept calling me back. And they even shot like a titanium little steel ball in my right breast so they could mark where a little suspicious area was that turned out not to be suspicious at all. Turns out I just got a lot of fat in there. This last year has been one of the happiest years of my life. And what I decided to do was take my full-time job seriously, and I got every test that I have been putting off for 10 years. I got my teeth taken care of. I got every screening and every test that a woman my age is supposed to get, and then some extra ones. I got some bone density and, well, you name it. And that cloud of uncertainty, that cloud of maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I have the beginning of some type of cancer and I haven't discovered it. But not this. I'm just going to put it off until I'm ready. Ready for what? For the doctor to say to me, if you just would have come here a year ago, we could have saved you. Bite the bullet. Get all your tests done. Today was such a busy day. It started out with a mammogram, and then I went thrift shopping. I met my girlfriends for lunch, and then I voted, and now I'm going to sit down and have my supper, which is really just a bunch of leafy greens, turkey, and what do we have in here? We have some walnuts and cherries, and it looks so good. So for a better life, a richer life, or a longer life, we have to start exercising. But my philosophy on exercising is if we start a plan that we hate, we'll quit it. So why not try to find some type of exercise program that we love, that we can do for 30, 40 minutes and have fun while we're doing it. And maybe this isn't the greatest advice, but it has worked for me. It has paid huge dividends. What I do is I eat my dinner at night, and then after dinner, I wait about 15 minutes, and then I do dance aerobics. And I put on my very favorite songs, and I work out. And when I started, I could like maybe exercise to 2 songs. So we're talking like 7 minutes, and I was winded. Now it's like 40 minutes and, Lady Gaga, Born This Way, and I'm just really getting into it. And then, of course, all those endorphins are released in your body, and it's just, you feel so happy and high, and it has made my legs so much stronger. I am so much steadier on my feet, and my core, the middle of my body, is so much stronger. I stand up straighter. And then psychologically, I'm just happier. I get to hear my favorite music and move my body. And I think one of the reasons I can still show my arms, and be pretty happy with that is because I'm always flailing around dancing. Lord knows if I ever filmed it. But anyway, exercise. Exercise for a longer life and a happier life. But find something that you enjoy. When I go back to videos that I did 9 years ago, I've got this long golden brown hair with blonde streaks in it. And, and I get people that will leave comments saying, I liked your hair better the way you had it when you first started YouTube. I did too. Where'd it go? So when you get older, your hair thins out, it gets drier, and you got to change a whole bunch of things. So what I did is I stopped using hairsprays from the drugstore that have a lot of alcohol in them because it was killing my hair. It was making it brittle, and it was making the split ends just look so fuzzy and crazy. And I swear it was just thinning out my hair. It's just the same as if you put alcohol on your face. If you're using a foundation that has a lot of alcohol in it, what happens? your face looks like a prune. It's the same with your hair. So make sure whatever products you're using on your hair, that they don't have any alcohol. That's so important. Another thing you have to do, I know I'm being strict, you have to mask. You can't just condition your hair. You have to mask at least twice a week. The very best mask I have ever had in my whole life is this one by Basu. And you have to say it that way too. Okay, maybe not. It's fabulous. I don't care how much, this could be $300 and I would still scrape up the money to buy it. It's that good. I've tried other masks. Oh no, not like that one. It helps with thickness. It helps with shine, which all helps with growth. If you have a dry, horrible scalp, you're not going to grow any new hair. We all want thicker hair, but a lot of us, we can't use any type of Rogaine product because it's not heart healthy. So for those of us who have any type of heart condition or high blood pressure, I have high blood pressure, my doctor said no Rogaine, no nothing like that. But I found a workaround for that, and I use the pumpkin seed oil, a few drops on my hands, and every night, just a little bit on my scalp and in my hair. It isn't just me saying this. I promise you there are studies that are showing that pumpkin seed oil and also castor oil helps promote hair growth. Eyelashes, eyebrows. I'm not going to put castor oil in my hair though. I do use castor oil, neck, under eye area, absolutely. It's phenomenal. It's in all high-end products. But for my hair, pumpkin seed oil. Pumpkin seed oil, to me, it's a miracle. I picked up the Jones Road Balm, Miracle Balm. It's not just a balm. Bobby says it's a miracle balm. Okay, I picked up the shade Flush. Now, here's what it looks like. It's ugly, and anything where they tell you you have to push and break the seal makes me nervous. But it does make me think that this is the very first real change in how we do our makeup. I don't know about you, but have you ever had an appointment and you're putting on your makeup and you look in the bathroom mirror and yeah, I got it going on. And then you get in your car and you look in the mirror, maybe in your rear view mirror, and you think, oh my goodness, I look so made up. It looks like a mask. I warm it up in my hands. I press it into my skin. I use it as a primer. It is not marketed as a primer, but that's how I'm using it. And why am I doing that? It gives me an all-over glow, and I'm going to need a little foundation because I can't just use the Miracle Balm. I can't just use anything. My skin isn't that even. It's pretty even, probably for my age. I'll give me that, but it's not all that even. I need a little bit of coverage. So I love the foundation TLC by Almay. I am tapping in the TLC foundation on top of the balm. And what that does is it prevents any foundation that I have put on my face from looking cakey, weird, mask-like. You know how you kind of get it in your lines? Maybe you have crow's feet and the makeup goes into your crow's feet. It can't happen if you are putting it on top of the Miracle Balm. And it's an all over, down your neck, your whole face just looks healthy and beautiful and bright. The problem is that it smells like Vicks Vapor Rub. So you have to make this decision kind of. What do you want to do, or what do you want to put up with to look rather fetching? I can't recommend it to you because you might get it and think it's it's too much work, and I'm going on a date and I don't want to smell like Vicks Vapor Rub, I mean, that's a really good point. When we get older, one of the things that we can start doing is experimenting with our makeup and making our makeup look more natural, because there's nothing that ages us more is when we're standing and talking to someone and the sun hits our face and it's just caked with makeup and bad makeup.
I think amethyst is so beautiful. I have a purple hue to my hydrangeas from my garden, and then I have a beautiful amethyst vase that I thrifted. And then yesterday I picked this up, this little amethyst candle holder, so I thought they looked so pretty together. I've noticed here in my new city, it's quite easy to get these very pretty copper vases that I can put hydrangeas in. Very, very pretty. I picked up another one yesterday, so I had a good week when it came to thrifting.
One of the things I love about my new city is the women here are the coolest. I went to vote and I met this older woman, in line, and she wanted to, have my ID and make sure, I was registered and everything. And she looked fabulous. She was like a few years older than me. She didn't look a day over 50. And I told her to, and I felt so good about it. And then I'm kind of ushered down the line. And there's all kinds of people around, and it's all hush-hush and very private, we're voting. And this woman hands me my ballot and she says, "I know who you are." And I thought, she knows who I am. Who am I? And I must have had the dumbest look on my face, because she looked like she had to qualify it right away. YouTube. You're on YouTube, and I enjoy your channel so much. And I have an antique store. And I just thought, how cool is this? It was just so cool that she said, in watching my videos, she put 2 and 2 together about where I live. She knows my neighborhood, and she knows my son and his restaurant. And anyway, I loved it. And she was so beautiful. And it just made me feel like I was home. And these ladies in my neighborhood, they're all around my age. And I was standing on the porch of my neighbor up here on Sanborn. And I do have her permission to share this story with you. But we were on our porch, and we both get this little QVC pamphlet, and there was a very pretty gal on the cover. And my neighbor looked at this pretty gal's shoes, and she looked at me and she said, "I so miss being a girl. I miss being able to wear high heel shoes. I miss the pretty low-cut dresses. I miss those sweet kisses on Saturday night. I miss being a girl." And I could relate to that. I don't know if you can, but I can. There are things I miss. But the one thing that gets me through some of those feelings is I will kind of scout the internet, and I will collect photographs of women my age that I think look fabulous. I love their makeup, I love their hair, I love their outfit, and that makes me feel renewed. It makes me feel more confident. It puts in my heart and in my mind that, yes, I'm a woman. Inside, I'm a girl. Outside, I'm a woman. And I want to look the best I can. But so much more important than that, I want to feel like the woman that I am. I want to wear pretty shoes. I might not be able to wear super high heels anymore, but they make beautiful shoes for any type of walk you might desire. Maybe I don't have a 28-inch waist, but they make beautiful belts. They make beautiful dresses that will show off the figure that I have, or that I hope to have. We will always be that girl inside waiting to steal some kisses on a Saturday night.
My fight is not with looking older. My fight is feeling that I've lost the joy of my womanhood. Every time I paint my toenails, every time I use a dreamy perfume or see a golden sunset, I think of all the Saturdays I have left to love and be loved.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. I hope you liked the video. If you get a chance down below, could you share maybe something that you started doing that has really enriched your life or your health? Please have yourself a wonderful, happy, safe, brand new week. And when you're done with your week, you come back and see me and Desi, okay? All right, it's a deal. We'll be here. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Buster, the beagle across the street. Happy birthday to